and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Saturday night, the first night of another long winning weekend on this show. We start with 10 brand new contestants, all here to play for a possible £1 million. But first, back in the hot seat from Tuesday, we have Patrick Calthrop, a former IT manager from St Albans in Hertfordshire. Up there in the audience once again tonight is his wife Ruth. Back at home are the kids Adam, Madeline, Rosie and Connor. And Patrick says he's between jobs at the moment, but he's using the time to try and qualify for the British team in this year's World Triathlon Championships. And part of his winnings tonight will go towards getting him and his bike over to Mexico, which is where they're being held in November. So how much is it going to cost then to get you and the bicycle? Because the bike's quite important, isn't it?
It is,
It has to go, really. Well, you have to go as well, obviously.
Yes. It would probably cost about £2,000 to £3,000, I would think.
So after Tuesday, we're nearly there for you and the bike?
Yeah.
Ish.
I don't know if I'd want to go without the family. I might be a bit unpopular if I went on my own.
Yeah,
so,
but it's more money, isn't it? How much more?
I think probably 6,000 to 8,000 at least to take the family to Cancun for a week or two.
Well, you're going to have to get cracking tonight then, really, aren't you?
Yeah.
OK, well, fingers crossed. You know the number to call, 09068 444444 if you want to get on the show. That's what Patrick did. He's on £2,000 since Tuesday, and he still has one lifeline remaining. He still has phone a friend. Patrick, lots of luck. Let's get you and the whole family out to Mexico. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Which of these biblical characters has become synonymous with extreme old age, having supposedly lived for 969 years? Saul, Solomon, Methuselah, Isaac.
Methuselah.
Are you so sure? You're a very religious man?
No.
No.
Just, I don't know. I must have read it somewhere.
Final answer?
Yep.
Yep. It's the right answer. You got £4,000. Welcome back. OK, we've got you and the bike and a pump and a basket and a bell now. We're getting there. Have a look at number 8 for 8,000. You've still got that one lifeline. You'd obviously drop £3,000 here if you did go for it and give me a wrong answer, but you can double your money. Have a look. This is question number 8 of a possible 15. London Calling and Rock the Casbah were hit singles for which British rock group?
The Clash.
Sort of a Clash fan.
Well, I used to be.
You're not a Clash fan?
Well,
OK, well, just wait and see. If Clash doesn't come up, you're in terrible trouble. See what happens. The Clash. Ah, looks promising. The Sex Pistols. The Buzzcocks. The Alarm.
The Clash.
Final answer.
Definitely.
It's the right answer. You got £8,000. I have to say it's probably a few years since, but you just don't look like my idea of a typical Clash fan.
No.
Were you? Were you a real fan?
I didn't go to the concerts, but I liked the music.
Were you a punk?
No, I wasn't really a punk. I like the idea of being a punk, but I wasn't a punk.
OK. Let's keep going. You're going well. You've got £8,000. You're 2 away from 32,000. Probably the next question would mean you could take the whole family out to Mexico. And you've still got to phone a friend. But if you did go for it and give me a wrong answer, you obviously lose £7,000. You can walk away with 8. It's worth 16,000. Here it is. What's the name of the home ground of Cardiff City Football Club? Ninian Cottage, Ninian Park, Ninian Bank, Ninian Road. Have you heard of it?
Well, vaguely. It's one of two.
Say one or two. Which two do you think?
I think it's either Ninian Cottage or Ninian Park. I don't think it's Ninian Bank. Cardiff City. Ninian Park. It's Ninian Park.
Not Cottage.
Nope.
Final answer. It's the right answer. You got £16,000. Tell you what, Pat, from coming back tonight with 2,001 lifeline left, you're flowing. Have a look at number 10. It's worth £32,000. You've got enough money now from us. You've got enough money now to take the whole family out of Mexico, which would be very, very popular, Daddy. Have a look at number 10. You've got that one lifeline. See what you want to do. It's worth a guaranteed £32,000. If you give me the right answer, you do not have to play it. What was the name of the Queen's paternal grandmother? Maud, Mary, Alice, Alexandra.
Paternal grandmother.
Take your time, take as long as you need. The Queen's paternal grandmother.
George VI was her dad. So it would be George V's wife. George V. I think it was Mary, but not 100%.
What are you thinking? George V?
Well, it's George V's wife. But I'm not sure whether it's Mary or Alexandra. I'm not even certain it's one of those. I think I will phone a friend.
Okay.
I'd like to phone David.
David? Okay. Tell him the question, 4 possible answers. It's worth 32,000, but obviously, if you're not happy with his answer, you can still walk away with 16,000. You would drop £15,000 here if you gave me a wrong answer. It is worth a guaranteed 32,000.
Hello.
David?
Oh, hello. Recognise that voice?
Ah, yes, hello. It's Chris Tarrant here on Who
Hi.
Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Well, you're a phone a friend, you know that.
Yes.
Right, you just sound bewildered by the whole thing. Right, well, I'll tell you what it means, David. The very fact I'm ringing you means that Patrick's here in the chair.
Yep.
He's actually doing rather well. He's on £16,000.
Ah,
Aha, but he's obviously stuck. That's why we're ringing you.
Right.
OK, Patrick, good luck. 30 seconds from now.
David, what was the name of the Queen's paternal grandmother? Was it Maud, Mary, Alice, or Alexandra?
the Queen's paternal grandmother was the wife of George V, so that's Queen Mary.
Queen Mary, are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Good luck.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go with Mary then.
I hope he's right. Oh, yeah. Sounded very totally confident, didn't he? Final answer.
Yeah, Mary.
Oh, yeah, he's right. You just won £32,000. What a good phone a friend. Absolutely right. In fact, Patrick, you were sort of almost there yourself. Queen Mary was married to George V. There you are. Have a look. That's why you came. Feel good?
Yep. That's,
take it.
Yep.
£32,000. It's yours.
Very much.
Good. How do you feel now? You're very calm today. You were fairly together the other night, but you're very calm today. You come back. You haven't got a pocket, by the way. You're not that together at all. You've got completely the wrong shirt on.
Yeah. Yes.
Feel all right?
I feel fine, thanks. Yeah.
Well, you would with 32 grand.
Yeah, I'm actually extremely happy to have got to 32,000. So.
Have a look at this. You might as well play it. It's worth £64,000. You can double your money on this. You can't lose on it, and you're 5 away from 1 million. This is question number 11. Who wrote the award-winning play Dancing at Lunacy? Arthur Miller, Samuel Beckett, Alan Ayckbourn, Brian Friel.
I thought I was going to know this one, but now having seen the answers, I'm not sure that I do. However, I think it's quite a recent one. Couldn't see it being Arthur Miller or Samuel Beckett, really. It's kind of Irish, isn't it? It's Dancing at Lunacy, Celtic. Brian's an Irish name. I'll go for Brian Friel.
Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Just because he's called Brian, it sounds a bit Irish, and
Yep.
they dance in Ireland.
Yeah, I don't think it's any of the other three particularly, so let's take a chance on that.
Final answer.
Yep.
How many Irish Brians have you met in your lifetime?
1 or 2.
One. It's the right answer, £64,000. Could I have a small matter of the other cheque, please? Sorry, before I give you this one. Quite critical, thank you. Oh, you've crumpled it now.
Sorry.
OK. There you are. Have a look at that.
Amazingly.
£64,000. You came out tonight with one lifeline left and £2,000. You've now got £64,000.
Yep.
OK, Patrick's on £64,000. He has no lifelines left, but the next question is for £125,000. We'll be back with the second part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in a couple of minutes. Don't go away. Saturday night, welcome back to the second part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Patrick Calthrop is on £64,000 at this moment, which you have to admit, at no point on Tuesday or tonight did you think for a second you get to, did you? If you're honest.
No, I thought it was less than 50-50.
Yeah. Well, £2,000 you came in, you had one lifeline left. You had a great phone a friend, got you to 32,000. You got yourself to 64,000. Have a look at question number 12. Now, obviously, here you could lose some money. You could lose £32,000 if you go for this one and give me a wrong answer. But question number 12, you don't have to play it. You can walk away with that cheque for 64,000. Obviously, a huge cheque for you and the family. But if you do play question number 12 and give me a right answer, it's worth £125,000. Serious money. This is it. You're 4 away from 1 million. What name is given to the senior bishops who sit as members in the House of Lords? Lords ethereal, Lords spiritual, Lords sacred, Lords clerical.
The Lord's spiritual.
Take your time on this one, Patrick.
Well, I'm waiting for the possible answers at least.
Final answer.
Yeah.
100% certain.
Yeah.
It's absolutely right. You got £125,000. Well played. Now, let's have the cheque for 64,000.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Sorry,
this.
it's a bit...
You're making a terrible mess of them, aren't you? OK, well, you won't need that. Whatever happens, we'll get rid of it. Yeah. Right. Have a look at that. That's what you came for, that cheque for £125,000, OK?
It's exactly what I came for.
It's rather more than you expected to come for. It's fantastic. Now, money now going up very, very steeply. The next question is for £250,000, but you could lose £93,000. Fairly sobering thought. Have a look at question number 13 of a possible 15. Here it is. What is the largest satellite of the planet Mars? Phoenix, Photon, Phobos, Pharaoh.
Phobos. I just know the answer.
That's good. Knowing the answer's good. Nothing wrong with that. Final answer.
Yep.
Yep. You've just won £250,000. You get the routine now. You give me cheque, me tear up, me give you another one. Right. Fantastic. Everything all right, Ruth? I'm not sure. Ruth was very loud when she arrived on Tuesday. She got quieter and quieter and quieter. Now, have a look. That's what you've done. Take it. £250,000. You're either very, very calm or completely numb. How do you feel?
Hasn't sunk in. As soon as it sinks in, I'll probably fall off the chair and fall out.
It's a very, very large sum of money. You're out of work at the moment. I've just handed you a cheque for £250,000. You had £2,000 when you came in with one little lifeline left. At this moment, you've got £250,000. Now, question number 14 is worth £500,000. You do not have to play that question. If you give me a wrong answer, you lose £218,000. Has that bit sunk in? It's quite serious.
Yeah.
The most anyone's ever lost, actually, is at this point. Have a look at question number 14. It's worth £500,000. Which country's flag features a parrot? Tonga, Suriname, Dominica, Vanuatu.
Well, I've been studying flags. But I've absolutely no idea which of those it is, so I'll stop there.
So you've been studying flags, but you haven't found the one with the parrot in your studies?
No, I don't remember the one with it. I probably looked at it, but I've forgotten it, so...
Take the money?
I'll take the money, thanks, Chris. Thanks very much.
I feel, you know, a bit tempted. I'm not going to push you into this. It's too much money.
No, I don't know which of those it is, so...
What would you say if you had an inkling at all? If you're playing at home where it's not proper money, this is very serious money, but if you're playing at home and you think, well...
If I had to say one, a parrot, I would think it's probably going to be Suriname, somehow. Because that's a country in South America and they have parrots in the jungle there. So, but equally it could be Tonga, so, or Vanuatu, I don't know. I'd say Suriname, if I had to.
OK. Give me a big hand. Patrick Calthrop goes away. £250,000 better off. If you'd said to me Tonga... You said Tonga or Suriname. If you said to me Tonga, you'd have just lost £218,000. If you'd said to me Suriname, you just lost £218,000. The right answer actually was Dominica. Hey, he goes away with $250,000. Fantastic. Well played. What a great start to a weekend. Patrick Calthrop, a great contestant, goes back to St Albans and then almost certainly on to medal success in Mexico with a massive £250,000, $250,000. Brilliant. Now, we've got 10 brand new contestants, all eager, as you can understand, to get straight into that hot seat this Saturday night. Let's meet them. They are Caroline Pratt from East Sussex, Chris Martin from Buckinghamshire, Mark Webb from Essex, Ian Stapleton from North Lanarkshire, Andy John from Buckinghamshire, Bill Edgar from Lancashire, Christine Rimmer from Merseyside, Kevin Bowman from South Yorkshire, Andrea Harding-Williams from County Armagh, and Peter O'Neill from Northamptonshire. So 10 brand new contestants starting this Saturday night. Time to play fastest finger first, and remember, 4 answers, only 1 correct order. Get the order right in the fastest time, and that person will be next tonight to play for a possible £1 million. Here is the first question. Put these members of the acting Fonda family in the order they were born. Peter Fonda, Henry Fonda, Jane Fonda, Bridget Fonda. Let's have a look. It doesn't look too difficult. It might be 1 or 2 that confuse you. Let's see. This is the right order. Henry Fonda, obviously oldest, born in 1905. Jane Fonda, then, his daughter, born in 1937. Peter Fonda, Henry's son, born in 1939. Bridget Fonda, his granddaughter, born in 1964. That's actually Peter's daughter. Right, that's the right order. Now, 10 star. How many got it right out of 10? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. Who was fastest? Kevin Bowman in 5.38 seconds. Kevin, well played. Well done, Kev. That's good. Want to play for £1 million? Yes, please. You think? I thought you would. Take your time. Good luck, guys. You've got some money to take out. Right, now we'll bring you all. Get yourself together. Right, this is Kevin Bowman, a university lecturer from Sheffield in South Yorkshire. Up in the audience is his wife Liz. Back at home are the kids, Daniel, Holly, Tom and Jack, being babysat by Grandma Barbara and Eric. Eric is actually the kids' granddad, only they prefer to call him by his first name, a practice which they also apply to their own dad, who the kids all know as Kev. If he does well in the hot seat tonight, the kids want Kev to take them to Australia. That's a bit expensive, isn't it, Kev?
Yeah, I mean, we did go once before, a few years ago, and it cost us quite a lot, but they all want to go back. So two of them weren't born then, so the younger two are very keen to go because we've got some friends out there.
Well, can't you just say no?
We tried that, yeah. We tried that. It doesn't seem to
that.
work with my children, actually.
It's because they call you Kev.
Yeah, I know. I'm obviously too nice.
Do you ever try getting them to call you Daddy or Sir or Your Lordship or anything?
Well, yeah, I don't know where it must have been. It was the oldest, Daniel, who started it off, and obviously he doesn't like Daddy. I don't know.
Well, he probably does like Daddy. He just likes calling Daddy Kev. Do they call Mummy Liz?
No, Mum.
Oh, so she's Mum and you're Kev?
That's right, yeah.
And Granddad's Eric?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, OK.
Yeah.
And your nickname when you play football, which you still do, is Tin Man?
Tin Man, yeah.
Why is that, then?
I find it hard to believe, to be honest, because I think it should be something like Lineker or Pele, but obviously...
Pele?
Something about the way I run, I think, you know.
Have you got any mirrors in your house? Pele? I don't think so.
Ball skills, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Tin Man.
I think it's to do with the way I run.
I think it probably is.
Yeah.
All right, mate, listen, fingers crossed. Lots of luck tonight. You've already seen $250,000 won before your very eyes tonight. Yeah. Very exciting. Give us a call. That's what can be done. If you ring this number, 09068 444444, that's the number to get you in the hot seat. Don't forget, we're now on 4 nights a week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Right now, Kevin here, Kev, is just 15 correct answers away from winning £1 million. He has 3 brand new lifelines to help him get there. 50-50, phone a friend and ask this audience. OK, Kevin, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? OK, then, you ready for this?
Yep.
Make a bit of a start then. Question number 1 is for £100. Which of these describes something which causes stress or anxiety? Knee-racking, nerve-racking, nodule-racking, nose-racking.
I'll go for nerve-wracking.
It's the right answer. You got £100. No trick questions on Millionaire. You've got 3 lifelines. If you get stuck early on, you would go home with nothing, so be prepared to use them. Right, question number 2 is for 200. How are you said to have escaped if you get away with something without being punished? Scot-free, Swiss-free, Spaniard-free, Swede-free.
Scot-free, Chris.
Right answer, £200. Question number 3 is for 300. What type of clothing are slacks? Socks, gloves, trousers, boots.
Trousers, Chris.
Right answer, £300. All very straightforward so far. Question number 4 for 500 quid. Here it is. In Britain, what is the profession of the Master of the Rolls? Judge, librarian, chauffeur, chef.
It's a judge. Chris.
£500. Well played, no problem. OK, Kev, last point, you go home with nothing at all. This would guarantee you £1,000. Question number 5. Which of these is a pain in the back, hip and outer side of the leg? Sciatica, scintilla, scion, Scipio.
Sciatica.
It's the right answer. You got 1,000. Well played. Guaranteed. Good man. Feel better?
Marginally.
You got £1,000 guaranteed. Question number 6 is for 2,000. You haven't touched the lifeline yet. Have a look. With which sport is commentator Bill McLaren most associated? Horse racing, boxing, rugby union, cricket.
It's rugby union, Chris.
The right answer. You got £2,000. Question number 7 for 4,000. You've still got 3 lifelines. You're 9 away from £1 million. We've already seen £250,000 won tonight. Have a look at this. Tell us what you want to do. Who did Kenneth Moore play in the film Reach for the Sky? Field Marshal Montgomery, Douglas Bader, Barnes Wallis, Bomber Harris.
Douglas Bader, I think, Chris.
Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £4,000. Just looking at Liz. She's looking sort of bewildered, I think.
Bewildered.
OK, you're on £4,000. You're guaranteed 1,000. You haven't yet touched a lifeline. Did the kids give you, when they sent Kev off to London to win some money, did they give you sort of instructions, sort of amount of money that would be nice for Kev to bring home?
Well, I guess around about 8,000 they were thinking of, because that would pay for us to go to Australia. But if we want a bit more than that, we could do with a new car. Current one's on its last legs, I think.
Right, you've got £4,000, Kev. Have a look at number 8. It's for £8,000. If you give me the right answer, you can double your money. Here it comes. You've got 3 lifelines. Released in 1991, Actung Baby was a hit album for which group? Simply Red, Simple Minds, U2, REM.
I've got an idea, but I'd like to ask the audience.
OK. Audience, let's get Kevin up to £8,000, please, which is the money he needs to get to Australia. All of your keypads, this is the question. Released in 1991, Actung Baby was a hit album for which group? It's worth £8,000. All vote now. You know, you said you had an inkling. Is that what you thought?
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't sure, but yeah.
Final answer.
I'll go with U2. Yeah.
It's the right answer. You got £8,000. Well done. That's Australia sorted. Yeah. So don't lose it. Oh! Well, that's the money to get to Australia. Obviously, you don't want to lose that. You could still drop £7,000 for the next question, but I'm afraid, as you just heard, we've run out of time for tonight. That's all we got time for. It's been a busy old night. Patrick Calthrop came in with £2,000 and 1 lifeline left. He went home with a whopping £250,000, $250,000. Kevin Bowman here is on £8,000, and he has 2 lifelines remaining. We're back tomorrow, but which of these 9 remaining contestants do you think will be next into the chair after Kevin to play for £1 million? Now, if you want to be here playing for life-changing sums of money, you can check you're eligible by seeing the summary of the rules on teletext on ITV. You can drop us a line at the usual address. Then you call this number, 09068 444444. Or you can play online at itv.com/millionaire. We're back tomorrow at 8 with another Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good night.
For every Pele, there's a melee. Athletes behaving badly in 20 minutes.
And next Saturday at 9 o'clock, Anton Deck will be here with Pop Idol winner Will Young to see how his newfound fame is treating him.